Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back to another awesome casting time with RmZD. Yeah. Switch into this. Alright. Again, we're gonna spend some beautiful time marveling at Kunkka being the best artist of all time. If you guys don't know about Kunkka, then you guys did not play Dota 1. He is the artist who did many of the load screens, and I believe, I'm like 9,700% sure he is who the hero Kunkka is named after. Because Kunkka is the man. Alright. Have I... What? Oh, it's actually really quiet when I, like, one headphone this shit. Whatever. 2 times speed, boys. So, we have our main men once again. The Sir Howington stack, / the Big Phil stack, / the... I'm not gonna go through all your names. But either way... we have our regular friends again. What's up, guys? On the raiding team. So, I actually am pretty sure I've casted people on the Dire team. I'm pretty sure I've casted people on the raiding team before as well. So I actually don't know who sent in this video, this VOD, this replay words. I got there. I went there. I brought you guys on the journey with me. We had like a car trip in how I get to words in my mind. You guys are like, are we there yet? And I was like, shut the hell up, kid, and smacked you once, because I ain't against hitting my kids. I'm kidding. Hitting kids is bad. But yeah, so either way, I'm going to introduce teams while, to save face, because I just made a kid-hitting joke. We're going to have Strobe on our Nature's Prophet. Patch are going to be playing our Witch Doctor Piga 2 on our Faces Void. Why does everyone like Void so much? Torfin playing our Kunkka, and Miss Tankovic. His name is Miss Tankovic from now on. As in Mrs. Tankovic, as in Madame Tankovic. Calling him Madame Tankovic. I'm ready, TA. We're gonna have Kairos up on our Abaddon, the Unknown on our Train Protector, Konormetsa on our Windrunner. Fuck that. The Big Phil on Tony, Sir Howington on the Ballman himself, and we're gonna have the adorable Alfid. Isn't it? The word is aphid, and I know they added an L because it's not supposed to be the same shit, but I want to call it aphid. The Alfid of Lekachida. Adorable. What does the rating team have? A fucking auspicious tickle tickle. Alright, boys. Alright, boys. That's the courier you got. Alright, so either way, lanes are coming into effect. We have a tri-lane coming out, a defensive tri-lane coming out for the Dire team. As expected, since they have an IO, you really don't generally want to aggro tri-lane with an IO, especially when you're not like a super high-level team. IO really wants to get 6 as fast as possible, so you can do weird gimmicky like dual lanes or like aggro tri if you like are sure your lane will win, but you got a Tony as your farmer. And you are against the melee farmer in Void, but, like, you know there's gonna be a jungler, like, wait, what? Whoa, what? Why are they aggro dual landing with their Void? This is awful, and so Howington just runs up and gets hit, even though, Io has 0 armor. The issue with this, with the Io tiny dual lane, and why Io should be pulling, and 1000% Abaddon should not be pulling, because Abaddon is shit with levels, and he took oh my god. I can't. Okay, guys, we're gonna have a moment right now. I'm pausing. I'm seriously pausing this to discuss intent of skill builds, especially on supports. So, as we well know, what sucks about playing support sometime is you don't get shit. You don't get levels. You don't get farm. That's the whole point of like core heroes, is that they're the ones who get priority of farm and levels. So, we have an Abaddon who's in a tri-lane against the Faces Void. So Faces Void is melee, Abaddon's melee, cool, fine. He can harass the Void out of lane. He took Curse of Reverence at 1, fine. He can walk up and hit him and slow him, and it'll be cool. Why the fuck is he jungling? Why is he the one pulling? If he took Curse at 1, why would you even skill anything at 1 if you're going to be pulling as Abaddon? Also, Io is 1000% the one who needs experience more than a fucking Abaddon, since level 6 Io literally is GG. To quote Fluff and Stuff, Once IO hits 6, the game is won. Like, literally getting 6 on IO, when you have, especially, it doesn't even matter who you're pairing IO up with. Like, the double relocate, the double global ganking capacity that comes out of having level 6 IO is insane. And when you're against a lineup with a fucking 4 ridiculously greedy core lineup, you want IO to get 6 as soon as possible because they can't really counter gank you. Maybe Void with Chrono can do that. But again, if you have the Abaddon in lane and he's beating the shit and trading Harass with the Void, who has like almost no regen, sure, he'll take more than he gives because it's also going to be a Wish Doctor hitting him, but like, it ensures IO a lot of levels and ensures Tiny a lot of levels, and then you can win. Then they win the duel lane. When these two heroes hit like 3, these two heroes can't really do shit unless they get caught out with a paralyzing cask really poorly. So don't do this. Don't skill Curse of Avernus and then jungle. You don't have guaranteed levels. A single missed skill point can fuck you up for the rest of the game. Holy shit. Again, I'm not mad, I'm not flaming. It like literally pains me to watch people do this just because they're shooting themselves in the foot so fucking hard. Oh, the death cackle comes out. Let me hit W. And just because Sir Howington's my boy and the Sir Howington stack is close to my heart, I want to help them. You like don't do this. And he's like pulling the creeps for some reason away from his Tony, who needs the levels more. Like again, Karis, you don't need the XP. What you want is Tony and a Ballman to get as much XP as possible. You want to be sacrificing yourself for the good of the team as Abaddon. Abaddon needs like level 4 and he's fine. Like for like literally the rest of the game. He really needs level 1. Like you just teach Aphotic Shield and the hero is OP. So like, I don't know why they're doing this. I'm so confused. Either they're gonna have a mid-Wind Ranger, Wind Runner. Oh, I had a Tourette's moment there, guys. I said a name that totally isn't what's listed, because this is bullshit. No points up in Wind Run, though, which is interesting. So how can you trade physical right-clicks against Acrobolus if you don't take Wind Run? You definitely take it at 2, at least. So, I don't know. Kono RmZD needs to work on his mid lane understanding. I get the idea is, oh shit, Acrobolus has Crypt Swarm. It does damage and it has good spam. I guess I should just not take Wind Run at all. But at level 1, like level 1 Crypt Swarm is shitty. So if you just walk up and like do what he's doing now and push the creep wave and then run up and hit him, you can do that to get to out harass the Acrobolus early on. The way to beat Acrobolus in lane, one of the ways to beat Acrobolus in lane is to out harass her early. Let me just get that out there. And Counter Metz has actually done 0 harass. Actually, gonna have a contemplative moment. He needs to use his own regen. The Acrobolus has an absurd amount of regen in lane, and he actually didn't go bottle, which is really good for Counter Metza. But Counter Metza also needs to use his regen. If you buy a Tango and a healing salve and never use them in lane, it's a waste of fucking money, and you honestly should have just bought a bunch of stats items. The issue with not buying regen is if the enemy player is at all competent and goes, mind you, every time you walk in lane, you should click on your opponent and see what they have. So the opponent clicks on you and you have no regen, they can just click you a bunch of times and get you to half HP and you can't come into lane anymore. So that's why you need regen. But having regen and then playing like a massive pussy like both these players are doing, it makes the regen not actually worthwhile because you're not using it to gain an advantage in lane. Shev initiation top, the big focus, dropping a stun onto Face's Void, but does not have that much follow-up. He has. Why would you use Avalanche when you put level 2 in Toss? Io has no Clarities. Clarities are really good when you have Tiny, because you tether him and then Clarity yourself and you harass with the balls. Actually on the 1-1-1 build, interesting. But yeah, now they're like straight up tri-laning against a dual lane. This is, they're losing top lane really hard. Void doesn't have much farm, but neither does the Tiny. He isn't really last hitting that well. So top lane lost for the Dire team already, just because they're committing 3 heroes to not really shutting down 2 heroes. The 2 heroes are still getting a lot of experience. And both other cores for the raiding team are farming fine. So that's like a really big win for the raiding team. And they have a Furion farming also. I'd say they're farming fine. They're farming fine in comparison to the rest of the people in the game. Torfin actually has shit farm. For being in a 1v1 against a Treant, who he should... Actually, Treant's really good against in some 1v1s. And against a Kunkka, he's actually really strong. He has a lot of staying power. And he punches really hard. And what the fuck is this? I don't know why he walked up and went invis and wasted 90 mana. He should just walk up and Leech Seed him and punch him. Because Leech Seed, since the buff on Leech Seed, or it procs, what, 6 times or something ridiculous? Yeah, it's actually like an absurdly good spell. It heals for 360 damage at max level, which is one of the best heals in the game. For its like cost and cooldown, it actually might be, for its cooldown, that might actually be the best heal in the game. Since it's AoE, ooh, that might actually be the best heal in the game now. Wow, Leech Seed's so good. Either way, they're not zoning Void. Void's gonna hit 6. Honestly, I don't know what there's a Witch Doctor here. The Witch Doctor could just roam, and then Void, he's not getting farm anyways, really, so he'll at least get a quick level 6. He's seriously gonna go Midas. Jesus, pub players do not understand builds. Or Venom before boots. Alright. He's a fast hero already, so it's not that bad. But as we can see, Countermezza, 6 minutes in the game, has forced Death Prophet to use 3 tangos and nothing else. Death Prophet isn't even spamming Crypt Swarm. So this is what's called just not wanting to affect the lane at all. Countermezza is not really putting any impact on this game. He's farming, so is Crobulus. Crobulus is much better with farm. Or Crobulus just scales better than a Windrunner. They do totally different things, of course. But, like, Windrunner can be very aggressive in lane. She has a really high strength gain for an indie hero. And she has a really good escape mechanism, and she has a stun, and she has a really short cooldown, long-range nuke. So you have the capacity to out-harass a Crobulus pretty easily. Crobulus has pretty good armor. He has better armor than a Windrunner, but Windrunner is getting the Ring of Basilius now, so she can control the creep wave and have more armor and allow her to harass more. But again, we both know Countermezza's not going to harass because he's playing hyper passive. Haste Rune, Crobulus coming top. Just shield yourself.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nope. I disagree with taking a point in Nature's Guise when you're in a 1v1 lane and the enemy can't really rotate at all. I guess you're against a Nature's Prophet if he chooses to TP in. So I guess in that aspect, but I don't think they can still kill you. I still don't think a Kunkka plus Furion can kill a Treant with maxed out living armor and 2 points in Leech Seed.
Dire's bottom tower
or 3 points in living armor and 2 points in Leech Seed at level 6, but honestly he's in a 1v1 lane. I don't know if he even needs to max out living armor, which sounds retarded because living armor is absurd. Also, whoa. Why would you ever play passive in a 1v1 mid or in any lanes when you have a Treant on your team? Like, Treant could be playing more safely and keeping his own HP up and spamming living armor on Windrunner, and Windrunner would just shit on Crobulus. Crobulus would have no farm and probably would have died by now. But instead, Windrunner isn't really pressuring the lane very well to begin with. Treant is using his armor only on himself, so he's getting the same XP he would anyways, because Kunkka's not going to zone him probably by himself anyways. He's actually farming abysmally, just because I don't think this guy really understands how strong he's in lane with his 100 base damage at level 6. I actually have an initiation top the big field. The bounces are ridiculous. They're going to get first blood under our tiny. They're going to look to continue to chase. Kara shielding up Sir Howington, and they're going to dip the fuck out.
The battle is now officially underway.
They saw the rotation.
Dire's top tower is under attacks.
That's on you guys. Standard pub Void. Oh, he actually hits a first bash. He's going to die, though.
Dire's top
he's
tower
dead.
Is under attack.
Go, Tony. Why? Okay. You just... Oh my god.
Dire's top tower is under
Why don't you just run at him? You're faster than him anyways. Yeah, whatever. They get 2 kills. That's fine. But, like, you didn't need to kill your IO. That was really bad play. You're faster anyways. Like, come on, guys. He's treads toggling, though. Points to the big fill. He's improving in play. He is treads toggling. I don't know why he's sitting on int treads in lane. That makes no sense. I think you regen more effective mana when you're not on int treads. When you're this... I don't actually know. But either way, when Io comes up and just tethers him and like uses any ability, he'll gain a bunch of mana back.
Not for you.
Does he have a soul ring? Why the fuck does he have a soul ring?
Radiant's middle
Seriously, why the
tower
fuck does he have a
is
soul
under
ring?
attack.
Just get a bottle, man. Bottle's so OP on Wisp. Holy shit.
Radiant's middle tower
He's still on
is
level
under
6. We see the
attack.
issue here that they like pure tri-laned and didn't just have the IO AFK pull. So at 10 minutes, he's level 5, which isn't awful for not really getting any kills and playing really passive in a tri-lane, which is okay, I guess. Tiny's level 7, which is good. And can get his point booster or like drum soon if he wants that too. Just take it, dude. Yeah.
Regeneration.
But we don't have 6 on our IO. And if we had 6 on our IO, right now they could go bot and kill Kunkka. They could ward this jungle and kill Furion every time it's off cooldown. They could go mid and kill Crobulus and be taking towers. They would have taken a tower by now. Probably 2. Just because the Radiant team would have to react. And now Void has 6, so they have a counter initiation ability in Void TPing in and casting Chronosphere. But he is kind of dumb in max bash. I actually think it's stupid. If you're going to go offlane Void, you need to take more points in Time Walk. Just because you need the initiation range, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. Kunkka no points in X because skill's too hard. Again, our Windrunner has done nothing this game. It is 11 minutes in, and the early mid-game powerhouse Windrunner has done 0 anything in this game but stand in lane, click creeps, not get any runes, and yeah, not have any impact, not TP to other lanes because he hasn't fought a TP early on. If he went top, his team wouldn't have died as much. Like, he is not choosing to have an impact on this game. If you want to improve as a player, the first thing you need to do is understand where and when you can have an impact. As much as you can, as early as you can, and as hard as you can without sacrificing too much of yourself, that you neuter yourself during your peak timing. Every hero has a peak timing, whether it's an item timing, a purely level timing, where they are strongest in a game. Windrunner is very, very good just because her skill set is absurd. And once you get like... Honestly, at level 9, Windrunner is like ridiculous. This is probably when she reaches the beginning of her peak. She has max Shackle Shot, max Power Shot, and she has a point of Windrun, and she has treads, or she has a phase boost. Like, that's fine. Her skill set is low enough cooldown that she can go and impact the lanes, but RmZD is not doing this. He's letting the much weaker early game hero Crobulus have a huger impact, a much more huge impact on the game. I'm actually going to turn and go onto Crobulus. He misses! He misses the avalanche and is for some reason sitting on Agi treads. You want to go to int when you're casting, dude? And again, no TP scroll. No TP scroll. This is not at all how to play mid. This is the opposite of how to play mid. They're actually going to catch up the big Phil who turns around and tries to get a kill, but TP in finally from our Furion, who didn't use his ult that entire time, even though he could have gotten like a triple kill. What a player. So, yeah. Yeah. RmZD, you're not good. You should not be playing mid if you're going to play like this, dude. I say that as a hopeful way to rouse his attention and make him be like, fuck you, RmZD, I'm going to buy TP scrolls and have epic map pressure. Like, this tower should not have died. This is really bad. This is really bad. You do not want to be giving up towers
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
to this Radiant team when they're not even pushing with Krobi ult. Krobi ult was down when they got to the tower, and they still sacrificed it to a super greedy quad-core lineup? Holy shit, RmZD. The amount of fuck-up you just did for your team is scary. Treant needs to be spamming on this tower. What is he doing? How do you have 5 last hits in a 1v1? And they're finally TPN. Our Ballman is level 6, and they're gonna go on to Torfin, and he is dead. Punch! Tony! Yes. So I don't know who the unknown is, but he's a very scared player. Which again, he's not feeding kills in the off lane, so that's okay. I'll give him that, but he's not even using abilities now. He's actually casting out himself instead of the tower that's dying. And again, you're against a push lineup. The point of having Treant against a push lineup is if they push a tower and they don't kill it in one go, which again is a good why they have a Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger has good spam, so she can stop pushes. So Wind Ranger plus Treant is not bad, but neither of these players are doing at all what they should be doing this game. But yes, so Treant should be spamming this shit on this tower as much as possible. I'm gonna really try to not think about it because it's like really hurting me. That like the main point of these two heroes is just 100% being missed. That like, well, I'm just gonna stand in lane because I'm mid, so I gotta stay mid. No, you're a hero on the Dire team, so you need to be doing what you need to do for the Dire team to not be fucking losing. And he is not. Look at this. He's not even pushing the fucking. Just push the wave at least. No one's in your lane. No one's in your lane. You're AFKing and no one's in your lane. Buy a fucking TP scroll. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay.
Dire's bottom tower is face down in the...
I'm gonna eat some soup for a second, guys. We're taking a moment. Mmm. Delicious soup. Okay, boys. 15 minutes in, Windrunner has not left lane and a 0-0-0 as a mid-game hero. Connor Metza's thrown the game very, 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 very hard. He is throwing it that hard right now. Connor Metza, my man, I believe in you. I believe you can learn from this. So I'm really going to repeat it 15 times because this is that incredibly bad for your team. That you are single-handedly choosing to be this worthless. And I don't mean worthless like you as a person, I mean you as a hero on a 5-man squad have actually been worthless. You have a bunch of farm, which is good. It's actually not even that good a farm. You're second in the game, which so in the game you have the highest farm. If you're in jungle, doesn't count. But you have all this items and you're not doing anything. So you can have 6 rapiers 5 minutes into the game, and if all you do is stand in lane and last it creeps and don't even pressure the lane, what do those 6 rapiers achieve? Tell me. I'll tell you, they don't do anything because you're not doing anything with them. You have all of this experience, you have 11 levels of experience, almost a 4-staff, phase boots, Ring of Basilius, and you have not even fucking... the tower's actually pretty low. You could have killed this tower. He could have killed this tower about 2 minutes ago, but he just didn't. So you've gotten a tower to half HP, good. You've lost 2 towers because you refused to rotate, fucking fail. You've gotten 0 kills, you've secured almost, I think, 0 runes as a hero with more mobility. I'm not even trying to. I'm trying to think of what he has done to impact this game. Krobulus is at 57 losses. He has 20 denies. That's good. I got you, dude. You have an experience advantage over Krobulus. The issue is you've reached your peak at about level 9. Krobulus now has level 2 ults. You didn't do well enough. So things you could have done. If you're going to stay in lane, push the fucking wave when everyone's gone. Have a TP then, so that when the... actually get a kill here onto the Witch Doctor. Not a super important kill. He has a Midas at 17 minutes. What an idiot. If you're going to choose to not actively get runes or pressure, and you're going to play very defensively in lane, for the love of God, buy a TP scroll immediately. Like, I'm talking level 4, send yourself brown boots and a TP scroll. Because, actually this game doesn't matter because they're not, the Radiant team's not going to be diving until about now. Or until, like, Chrono is up. Have a TP. Just have a TP, like, by the time you're level 6, at least, mid. Just across the board. Let's just put that out there. There are no, like, definitive timings. Sometimes you need a TP literally at level 2 as mid, depending on how aggressive the enemy lanes are. Sometimes you don't really need one at all because they're not going to do shit. This game, honestly, the opponent can't really do shit until unless Krobulus rotates, and Windrunner can just run after her. So, but for the sake of, let's just put a number out there, let's just say by level 6 have a TP scroll because you need to stop pushes as a Windrunner. And Treant needs to be healing towers. Neither of these things are happening. I'm seriously talking about this for the past 5 minutes because this is how important it is. I'm now going to never talk about it again. This is why. Do you want to know how the Radiant team has this gold? Entirely because Windrunner hasn't done anything. I'm not kidding. The game has been a 3v5. This tree has been doing the best he can, but not really. No farm. Hasn't really been healing towers. Kind of weak play. Okay, so the quad core coming out from the Dire team. Our rating team. Let's see what they have. They have double Shadow Blades up. They have double Midases up. And Crobulus almost has a Bloodstone. Initiation. They get 2 kills immediately, though. Nice initiation coming out here. The wraparound with our IO Tiny combination. Abaddon just being a man and running at them. Leveling up Curse of Avernance. Whatever. Just whatever, man. Alright. Oh, we have Acceptor up. Cool. So Acceptor is up on Tiny, flash farming, go. But the issue is Tiny is farming as the solo core, Windrunner is a kind of core, against 4 right-click cores. So Tiny has to carry so hard. Honestly, the Radiant team should win this game without much issue. The Dire team's lineup is actually incredibly passive with Abaddon and Treant. Abaddon allows other heroes to be aggressive, but then again, it's like all on Tiny and Windrunner isn't doing anything. So it's 20 minutes in now. Windrunner's done nothing. They still have all their towers up on the Radiant team as the incredibly, let me one more time, incredibly, they've been doing pretty well. I'll give them that. The IO ganks have been okay. Tiny has yet to run out of range. Meanwhile, though, Tiny run, force F Connor Metza. He did something. Shackle shot, nice shackle shot. Just turn around and power shot. Just gonna walk away instead. They could take this fight. Chrono's down. Like, he could have power shotted and like slowly harassed. That's like the power of Windrunner, is she can like skirt on the edge of engagements and throw harass and right clicks. But you know, whatever. They don't want to throw. If Connor Metza's not confident in his positioning ability, fine, just walk away. That's fine. The rest of his team was low anyways. It would have been a hard fight to do. Requires very good positioning to win that, but you know, these heroes I think they could. Either way, yes. So level 11 is up on like every core except for Face's Void, but their double minuses are up, and Crobulus is tanky enough that I think he can just run at people. Oh my god, did he seriously just... Dear Treant player, living armor works on buildings. I think he doesn't know that. That's my guess right now, is I think he doesn't know that it works on buildings. Oh my god, Connor is here! They can defend! Just power shot it! Kill the creep wave! Kill the creep wave! They don't have any ultis, just spam. Yes. Use your combo. Why are you letting the tower take so much damage? Holy shit, just kill them. Oh, guys, if there's no creep wave, they can't really fight. But they get a nice kill on the Nation's Prophet. Ultimate is about to be up on no one. About 8 seconds left for the Death Prophet. It's taking a lot of damage. His ulti is used. So Hamilton, decent position. They need to back off. They're actually, no, they can get one more kill. That's true. Crobulus. Croby's so manly, but is it gonna be a wasted ult? Is it gonna be the power ult? Clutch plays ulti, baby! Shoot the power shot! Oh my god. Yes, this is actually how high my voice goes when I get excited. It comes with the whole, you know, classical training and shit for voice. Yeah, so that was interesting. Big Phil gonna drop some spam. Connor Metza, no! They all dead, homies. Nice force F coming out from him, but yeah, that was feed. And they lose a 4th tower against a really fucking shitty lineup from the Radiant team. Oh man, I forget that in like even up to like almost 5k MMR, you can seriously just pick super greedy lineups, and generally the enemy teams will not have the coordination to stop it, or just be aggressive enough to exploit it. Like, the Dire team has not pressured a single tower for 23 minutes. Guys, I know you have an IO, and so using IO ganks, and you're doing okay with that. Like, that's nice. I'm glad you guys are using IO. I'm glad you're trying Tiny Wisp. Tiny has some pretty good items. It's going okay. So that's nice, but you have to turn the ganks into kills, or into towers, or frequently gank every lane enough to stop the enemies from the enemy's farm rate from actually gaining over time. You know, if you kill people once every 4 minutes, but they're literally all 5 heroes are farming all the time, they'll gain more gold than they're losing, and they'll probably be gaining more gold than you as a team, since you're literally wasting time ganking them at that point. It's I think it was 2009 as a captain in China. He was E-Home? Or was that 820? I don't remember. I think it was E-Home 2010. Actually gonna have a big fight here. The boat's gonna land onto Sir Houndton. Ultimate being thrown out by Unknown. They're going onto Torfin. Torfin taking a lot of damage. Karis manning up, still has the ultimate. They managed to get the kills, but ultimate comes out from Mrs. Tankovich. Gonna kill off one. TP in from Sir Houndton. He's to try to back the fuck off. They're not stunning Patcher at all. Everyone is dead. Big Phil gonna try to club him. Club him. Drops the toss, gets the kill. Pigga gonna try to slip away. Furion now finally joined the fight. The Big Phil gonna try to TP out. Can he do it in time? Yep, he out. Yeah, so, Tricore. I think it was eHome 2010. I might be wrong. Don't hate me, guys. I'm sorry. Their strategy back then was they would farm 3 really greedy heroes, 1 in each lane. And the whole strategy was you pick these 3 really greedy heroes and then 2 defensive supports, generally, from what I remember. I seriously haven't watched it since 2010. So, the idea is the enemy team cannot gank all 3 of our heroes enough for us to not be gaining a gold advantage. And it's the same idea in pub games, and it's what the Radiant team is doing against the Dire team. The Dire team squandered a lot of time, again, that level 1 Abaddon taking Curse of Avernus and jungling really slowly, and Io not pulling and not getting 6 fast enough. They wasted too much time and allowed the Kunkka, Death Prophet, Furion, and Void to all get up enough levels or levels end farm to get past that shitty hump of all the heroes being really useless without items, because all 4 of those heroes are really bad without items. They need items. They need items, whereas things like Abaddon don't. Yeah, Strobe taking a lot of damage. He's gonna get killed by the balls. Nice. Balls to the face. Got Nick up on Io. Nick up on Io. Yes, so why greedy lineups are good in pubs like this is because it makes the enemy team have to make shit happen. You have to do things, which is why I was so upset at Connor Metza for not doing anything, because by sitting in lane and trading farm with the Radiant team, he cost them. It should be the game, honestly. If this was a competitive game, the Radiant team or the Dire team is lost. It's over.
The red mist spreads at
Void is bad though, and is going a Battle Fury after Hand of Midas because every pub player thinks Battle Fury is the greatest shit face on the face of the earth. He has Midas up and is just sitting in lane. This is the one way the Radiant team can lose. Is they early game they stayed split up and farmed, and the Dire team did not pick them apart like they really should have. But now, when they should still continue to farm, for some reason they're grouped up, just like doing nothing. Like Void could be over here hitting these camps, and he would still be able to get here in time to defend this tower, or he could just have a TP scroll and be pushing a lane up to like here, and then TP out. Furion is doing what Furions always do. He's just doing Furion shit. Kunkka did the right thing, but again, he has no TP scroll because nobody buys TP scrolls. And that's the point of TPs, is you see that all 5 enemies are mid, you keep your Crobius here spamming down the creep wave so that they can't push very well without having to like hyper engage into the tower if Croby positions well, and the rest of your cores can be pushing out lanes, farming the jungle with TPs off cooldown, and then when the Dire team decides to be like, fuck this Croby, we're YOLOing and man-moding down this tower, like blunt forcing it, you TP everyone into like the tier 1 and the tier 2. Of course, choosing not everyone to the tier 1 or everyone to the tier 2 so that they actually TP quickly. Big Phil gonna initiate from the side, though, with the IO. They go in on to the Witch Hunt. They blow him up immediately. Torfin, ultimate comes down from the Unknown, but the ultimate already being thrown down by Ms. Stankovic. Chrono over top from Pigga, and the Ghosts doing work. Big Phil, though, pretty tanky. Has that plate mail. Good pick up by him, actually. Really nice, Big Phil. Thumbs up, dude. And he gets the kill onto the Void before he dies, but Ms. Stankovic is going to murder fucking everybody. Level 16 Crobial Assault, boys. Dire team was on a timer. Dire team was on a timer. They did not realize it. It's a little bit more selfless play from RmZD. Like, him dying but them taking towers early on would have been way better. Him dying to like shut down multiple enemy heroes' farms and force them to rotate would have been better than him sitting in lane doing nothing. Doesn't get Strobe. Strobe's gonna Shadow Blade away. He shackled and hit twice and then power shot it, which that's okay. I know, I generally just shackle and
middle tower is under attack.
It depends on the situation. Whatever. Going for a silent stick. Interesting. The fuck is that? It's going BKB. Sure. So Heart gonna be the next item up on our crypto side. It has a Bloodstone, 14 charges. She is pretty much unkillable. She actually just kind of needs armor, I think. Should go Shivas. Shivas would actually be really good against Tiny Wisp. It stops their movement speed. Furion hits really hard. Kunkka hits really hard. He's also going to be going for Heart or some shit. Initiation coming in onto Karis. Karis just going to walk the fuck away. So yeah, as we can see, let's just look at the map right now. Void's farming the jungle. Krobus is farming top. All 5 of the Dire team is mid. So the Radiant team, this is what they should be doing. They're gaining advantage. The Dire team has to kind of be close together to take fights. Void going to come in, drop the Chrono. Do they have? Yep. There's a Death Ward. There's a Crobial Assault. Everybody should die. RmZD is going to finally get taken down. They're going to turn their aggression onto the Big Phil. Big Phil doing a lot of damage. Giga getting tossed up. Kunkka kills off the Abaddon, and yep, there goes the Tony with one last Crypt Swarm. Sir Howington trying to run. Oh no, there's no creep wave spawning for another 8 seconds, and that honestly is game. I know it continues. I know how long the game lasts. So it's time to watch the Radiant team throw really hard. Here's what's gonna happen. The Radiant team's gonna get hyper aggressive. They're not gonna kill us racks. They're gonna dive tier 4s. They're gonna get picked off by the dubstep. Oh, the dubstep actually landing beautifully onto grouping of 3 heroes. Tiny Duck gets bounced up. They're stalling. They're stalling. Void won a super greedy build, so he's gonna keep trying. Void's gonna try to fight and die repeatedly. Crobulus is going to let's say Kroby and Void get picked off. Furion keeps farming. And Kunkka misses all of his combos. That's what I'm calling. The double cask actually doing some serious work. The Unknown gets blown up. Big Phil drops the stun, doesn't land on anyone, but they're managing to stall. RmZD needs a burst on these creep waves. Crobius ult up in 33 seconds. So the Radiant team wants to just kind of hang out and stall, keep the waves in front of the enemy base until then. They have Chronosphere up in 9. He's going to go in too early. Gonna die. And then Crobius is going to stay around. Proper ulti when she's at like half health and get bursted down. Ultimate top. They're going in onto the Kunkka. Nice play coming out from the Dire team, actually. This is really beautiful. Can they get people? They do get the pick off. Nice Sentry Ward draw, or the Dust use as well. They need to get out now, though. Force F already used by RmZD. Are they going to turn? And nope, Torvin has no mana. Nice play. Good stall. Beautiful. Noticing that the Radiant team is trying to split push. This is what the Radiant team should not have been doing. They did not need to be splitting up. They're already ahead in farm. So why push in 2 lanes? Just honestly to stay mid as everyone. Torvin gonna survive though. Karis, the ultimate comes out from Piga. They're gonna kill off the Abaddon. They're gonna turn their focus onto the Big Phil. Big Phil though rather tanky, has sitting on about 23 armor. Stangovich ultimate used. Gonna stand and fight. Gets slowed up by the unknown. Buying space for his team, and they're gonna walk away. This is gonna be a Kroby ult, not wasted. They should get a tier 3 tower off of this. RmZD dropless shackle shot does not land. But the rest of the Radiant team gonna back off. They're all very low. So good forcing chaos coming out from the Dire team. What the Radiant team wants is an organized fight. They have a bunch of wombo combo. Crobius is okay in chaos because Exorcism is fine if she's not getting bursted down. But Void wants organized fights, and Kunkka generally wants organized fights, as does Wish Doctor, so that he can hit good paralyzing casks. So by splitting themselves up, the Radiant team left themselves open, vulnerable to a short range like IO TP, which is what they did. They were here, and they TP top and got a kill. So really good awareness coming out from Sir Howington in the Big Phil. That was really nice, guys. Thumbs up, boys! That was sick. You guys are buying yourself time. The issue, though, is that you're still against a quad core, and buying time against a quad core is actually the worst thing you can do. They need to take Roche. What they could have done is push down mid and take a Roche as fast as possible, since all the ultimates were used by the raiding team. With a Roche, they could then maybe hope to take some towers, because that's really what the Dire team needs. They need as many towers as quickly as possible. They need to be creating as much chaos, forcing the raiding team to be wasting their ultis, and at best, wasting their ultis for low priority kills for the raiding team at best. Or excuse me, that sounds retarded. For the Dire team, at worst, what they need to do is force the raiding team to use their ultis, their teamfight ultis, to get low priority kills, like on the Apollon or the Treant. And at best, just to have them waste them and not get kills, then chase them down with their lower cooldowns, more spammable abilities. Because that is where the Dire team is the strongest. All their heroes have really low cooldown spells, whereas the raiding team really... the linchpin of their team fight ability is their
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Initiation coming out on to Karis, does not land. Ooh, why is my sound suddenly really loud?
War has come to
Holy shit! Sorry guys,
tower.
I accidentally turned up my headset. I hope that didn't translate. I think it does though. If so, that's like 5 times louder than you guys, and I'm so sorry. Woo! Piga, though, taking a lot of damage, getting chased on by the big Phil. Again, creating chaos, doing pretty well. They waste Chronosphere. We're actually going to go back, and I'm going to cast it from the beginning because I was distracted. So, Blood Initiation does not land on Karis. The ultimate, though, comes out. The Unknown landing a beautiful Overgrowth. And then, meanwhile, though, they pick up the Ninja's Prophet on the backline. Ultimate being come down by Torfin, or by Piga, but he doesn't do that much damage. They're trying to go onto the Treant, who is actually really tanky with the plate mail up. Chaos is created. Ultimate comes out from Arcriblis, but she's not focusing down the Wisp. The Wisp and the Tiny, who are the 2 targets they want to be killing. So Howington keeping the Tether up, nice positioning by him, buying as much space as he can. They turn around, kill off the Kunkka as well. The Big Foe trying to man fight. Misses Tankovic, but that's not what you want to do. You want to run the fuck away and wait out the ultimate. Run away! Run away! Why are you fighting this? What a fucking bro. Holy shit, guys. Very, very nice intro to the team fight, though. Creating chaos. Void wasted his ulti, actually stopped his team from doing damage because he ultied his own team. And Void went a shit build and does no damage. God, this is literally the stupidest build of all time. My god. Oh no, but they're gonna catch out Sir Howington. Valiantly dies. Could have popped mech, actually. Maybe survived. No. Definitely could have popped mech and survived. Or, he definitely had the option of popping mech. And maybe would have survived. The armor dude. So yes, very good fight coming out here from the Dire team. No bleep! Awesome. Creating chaos, boys. So, when Wisp is up again, they should look to try to get pickoffs. The Dire team needs to continuously pick off important heroes for the Radiant team. That being, if they can, Crobulus, who's actually kind of throwing and going Dagon, not going any armor items. The best hero I think they can pick off is Void. Void Chrono, if he uses it well, will just win the fight. If he hits the Chrono and the Death Prophet has her ult up, and Witch Doctor drops a Death Ward, if they land it on good targets like the Tiny, they just win the fight. Tiny's like all of their damage. Tiny has a Assault Curse now, though. He's getting some good right clicks up. He needs to go for just damage. He just needs to go as much damage as he can. This is good survivability. He's set now from survivability for a while. Just go, like, big crits. He has to kill people as quickly as possible. But the Dire team, honestly, it's not good, guys. I think you need wards, like deep lane wards or aggressive jungle wards, so you can get pickups. And they lose the tier 3 tower. Radiant team needs to keep pushing. Void now coming in from the back lines. If they had wards back here, they could see him and pick him off with a Wispy. Okay, they're actually going to go in now before Void is here. They mentioned kill off Kunkka, but no, the ultimate itself. They kill off the Crobulus. Piga is a pussy. Piga just cost him the game there, or cost him the fight. Remember when I said that Connor Metza, even if he sacrificed himself, but drew the attention of like all of the cores of the Radiant team and forced them to stop farming, it would have been good for him, because if they took towers and he died, like if he dies to take towers and to force the Radiant team to stop farming, that's good. Void needed to just fucking go in and chrono to keep Crobius alive. He played so fucking selfish and was like, I'm gonna wait because I don't know why. I don't know why he was waiting. I don't know what he was scared of. He just waited and let Crobius die, and that cost them the fight. If he ultied and Crobius had 1 HP left, during Chronosphere they would have killed everyone. So Void fucking through the fight. Our team still up, still have a little bit of lifeblood left, but now 2 sets of Raxes are showing, which makes this game, seriously, if this Nature's Prophet plays well, the Dire team cannot win this game. They have IO though, which makes it easier for them to exploit positional mistakes of the Radiant team, which is very, very good for them, but still, Furion should be able to win this game. He should have gone Necro 3 before Daedalus. It's stupid that he went Daedalus. They don't need any damage. They have Crobulus ult. Kunkka boat, who went fucking Vanguard on full skill build, or item build. This Kunkka's really bad. This is a just atrocious item build. And there's the TP counter game. Beautiful! Coming out from the Dire team. They should be able to pick up the Crobulus. Crobulus still has Dagon up. Should be using it on Karish. Oh no, he sells his ulti. They're gonna pick up both. Beautiful, nice 5-man Swarm coming out from the Dire team, buying themselves space, and actually picking off the Crobulus. If they can kill the Crobulus, it's perfect. Just like it should be so hard to kill off the Croby. And they managed to kill a Void. Nice power shot from Connor Metza, doing work for his early game laziness. So at 4 and 1 and 7, gonna go for a Hex. Nice. Hex, very good. Again, the Radiant team should just be clumping up and running down. They can choose to just clump up and run into the Dire team base right now. I know they have a quad core, so they should be able to sit back and farm their 4 main heroes and gain an advantage. But seriously, at this point, with Crobulus being level a billion, and with Void to just massive AoE lockdown everyone, that combo enough, Void honestly should just play as a support and should just run it in Chronosphere. Like, that's all he needs to do. And let Death Prophet kill everyone. If they can push into the Dire team base and take the fight there, the Radiant team wins this game without any issue. What they can do to throw the game is to not aggressively push. So honestly, them splitting up right now, I know I said like 10 minutes ago they can just sit back and farm, but right now, just go end. They can just win the game. If they take a single set of racks, honestly right now, again, they should be able to slow play, but I don't think their positioning is good enough just on a global scale. They should be able to win just off of Furion keeping lanes in. But what that needs to translate into is the other 4 heroes death pushing down a lane. So Roshan being taken by the Dire team. I saw it on the minimap, and I don't think I really looked at it, which might be my fault. He's actually going to go for Hex. And the Radiant gets picked off. The Radiant's Courier gets picked up, but he gets his Necrobook straight beforehand. Worth. Not worth. Not worth, boys. The vengeance of the Radiant team is upon you. Yeah, got my item, right? The Dire team has no wards up, which is a massive mistake. IO is prioritizing a Heaven's Halberd over Vision when you have an IO and you want to be getting pickoffs before the enemies get to your base as much as possible. Lucky for them, the Radiant team is being stupid and showing themselves in lanes, so they can just TP to the lane. We're going to initiate onto our Criblis. Pika just going to walk into the sun, drops the Chronosphere, though. This is the fight that they want. Deathward being thrown in as well. Massive damage coming out. Can they burst on the IO? IO gets off the mech. They wanted to kill him before. He got the mech off. No, the throws. Why is Death Prophet running away? They still get 2 kills, actually. Criblis comes in. Crobulus comes in, not Crobulus comes in. Furion drops the ulti, and somehow they don't kill anyone. They needed to burst on the IO before he got off the Heaven's Halberd and the mechanism, and they just did not prioritizing targets well enough. Treant doesn't really do any damage. His ultimate's annoying and all, but you have Krobi ult, which does damage separate from like moving around. You don't really need that much maneuverability. If you're here and you get overgrowth and Krobi ult is on, who gives a fuck? So massive throws coming out from the Dire team, Radiant team. I think Ghost Ship just like totally missed. I don't think Kunkka understands all he needs to do is stand back and wait for Void to So Wind Ranger now actually getting pretty big, has Orchids and Scythe, needs to look to lock down this Void if the fight's in front of their base. If not, just use it to get pickups, which is good. They have a tiny wisp, they can create space. They need the Dire team needs to be actively pushing out all their lanes as much as possible and stopping this shit from happening. Luckily, Furion has no disables himself, so he can't really get solo pickoffs. But Treant Protector needs to be spamming all of his shit on every fucking building for the rest of the game. I seriously think he doesn't know that Living Armor can work on buildings. Treant is so good in this game. The way the game is going, the way that the raiding team is kind of misplaying and not like focusing very well in fights, and they keep like not fully killing structures or not fully killing heroes. The structures end up like half HP, which is the same thing I just said. Treant is super good because he punishes lack of full building commitment, full objective gaming commitment. They're going to go in onto the Nation's Prophet. They're just going to try to mammo down the racks, which is a good decision because they're going to get it in time. Dire team, no. You don't take fights when Crobius is in front of your base away from Crobulus, because then this should happen. So we're being dropped down by Pancher. Ulti being thrown down, only catching a kind of mess and actually stopping the Crobulus from doing anything, but whatever. It was like a safety death note. Big up, BKB being popped for Abaddon. Why the fuck does he have a BKB? What is he doing? That's not what you need at all. They're gonna kill off, Abaddon's actually gonna chase on a kill off Void on the back line. But damage is done. The game is honestly over. The game is fully in the hands of the raiding team to throw. The only way the Dire team can win at this point is if the raiding team throws. When you have a Furion, and you have this much quad core, and your upper racks, and there's no tier 2s left, and one of the other racks has no tier 3, the Dire team can never leave their base. Unless there's a 5-man wipe and they gain massive map control off of it. But still, the Dire team won this game. It's over. The raiding team, our raiding team won the game. The Dire team is doing a very good job of killing, backdooring that tier 1. Very good. You need as much gold as you possibly can get. Why does he have a Hex? Why does Tiny have a Hex and Abaddon is going stupid carry shit like other way around? Your Tiny needs to hit as hard as humanly possible, and your Abaddon needs to be able to buy space for Tiny.
War has come to Radiant's bottom
But you know,
tower.
whatever. The raiding team is clearly not the highest skilled player, so they're not going to really know how to exploit the fact that Abaddon's going silly items. So it'll probably actually end up working out. Probably actually, boys. Karis going to back up to base. I'll give Karis this. I'm speaking so poorly. I clench my jaw really hard when I speak, like when I sing. Like, because you guys care about that. What Karis did well is he picked up an early Vlad's, which 1000% I agree with, since all of the raiding team's damage is physical. Stun, dude. Oh, he did stun. He could have, what gives vision? The balls give vision. You pop the balls and use them to get vision and toss the IO on to the Furion, and then you hex them. That's how you get that kill. Or you just use the balls for vision and then hex him. It doesn't matter. Does he have a Shadow Blade? Oh, he could have Shadow Blade TP. He used Dust though. Initiation onto Torf, and they're trying to stall. This is what they need to be doing there. Yep, take the fight outside of your base. This is exactly what the Dire team has to do. They cannot allow the raiding team to walk in the base, but the raiding team is pushing the wrong lane. Coming out from Piga, stopping the big field. They need to turn on and focus on the beautiful, oh my god, a beautiful ultimate from the unknown, saving his Tiny's life, stopping the Death Prophet from being able to walk closer to the Tiny and make his spirits do more damage. Beautiful. Holy shit. The unknown. That was sick. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but if he did, sexy. They have double assault. Ms. Tankovic dropping the Dagon onto Karis, and Karis is like, lol. So, yeah, double assault Karis is really bad, but whatever, the Radiant team is playing even worse, because Void went the shittiest build of all time and has 2 HP. So the issue, they're going to take a Rax off this, maybe 2, they should take 2, honestly. The issue with the Radiant team is they have no, outside of Chrono, which should honestly be enough, they don't really have, like, persistent lockdown. They have a silence which can be used to like rate capacity. They have paralyzing cast, which is pretty good against Tiny Wisp because you just throw it at them and it bounces between them. And they have Chronosphere, and since it's been buffed to a 80-second cooldown, it's pretty good. But they don't have things like hexes. They don't have I think they need more instant disables. I don't know. They should just be able to kill people in Chronosphere with Chronosphere and a boat and spirits over top, and then use silence right before it ends. They should just win every fight, but they're not using their abilities at all. See, this is exactly the issue. Why the Dire team can't leave their base. He needs to be focusing on the range. Actually, it doesn't really matter. There's a Treant, but Treant's not using his shit on building, so whatever. But yeah, this is exactly what Furion should be doing, and why the Dire team can't really win. They managed to take a Rax, which is remarkable, but they pick off the Aya. His Aya buyback he does. Yep, using Chrono for pickoffs is what they need to be doing. Now the raiding team kind of needs to get pickoffs. I still think their team fight is way better. They need an Assault Cuirass on them. The Dagon pickup is so fucking stupid. He should have just gone Assault Cuirass and they would have won the game. Seriously, if they had an Armor Aura, like any Armor Aura on their raiding team, I think they'd be winning the game. Because the burst coming out from the Dire team was really bad. It's not enough to actually kill anyone important. Being thrown down by the Treant. He manages to lock everyone down. They're going to kill off one, but the big Phil, he has buyback, sacrificing himself just to buy time, forces out the Crobius ult before they get to base. Going to buy back. Gotta do what you gotta do. I actually think that's a good play. But yes, the entire raiding team is really low armor. So Tiny hits really fucking hard because all of them built stupid, greedy, solo killing items. The raiding team, that is. Hex onto Ms. Tankovic trying to buy space. Yep, this is when you re-engage. Everything is down. They drop the shackle shot, doesn't land, but it's just enough to run in. For some reason, Karis is scared, even though he's BKB Bauer time. Stop playing so fucking greedy. Your support, just go run at them. Whatever. Everyone wants to keep their KDA alive this game. It's kind of frustrating that everyone's playing so remarkably greedy instead of just winning the game. Both teams are incredibly guilty of this. The Big Phil is actually playing the most like selfless, and Io. They're both playing pretty well. This combination is nice. You guys should do this more. Big Phil's Tiny is way better than Slark. He needs to work on the intricacies of Slark a lot more, and his skill build on Slark is pretty bad. Since he tends to max Essence, the life steal, the stat steal before Dark Pact, which is really silly.
Much like Cordwood
really silly. It's like maxing Craggy on Tiny overall in his nukes. That's literally the same thing. Like literally, it's the same thing.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Oh, Furion. Box Treants in with courier. No split pushing coming out from Torfin. Torfin TP scroll up, has ward, should drop one like right here. Oh, they got the range Rex. Good. And Furion's gonna come in as well. This is it. This is why the Dire team can't win this game. The raiding team also has both tier 2s up, so I think if the Dire team's gonna win, they have to win a massive team fight outside of their base, kill Furion. Furion has no buyback, and they run straight down mid and kill Ancients. God, this Crobulus had so many Bloodstone charges and just fed them all away. The Bloodstone pickup was really good, though, on her. Honestly, she should have gone AC Refresher Orb. That's what I would have done. If she had an AC, she wouldn't have died as much, and she would have had the Refresher Orb by now. Instead, she got a heart. Actually, yeah, she would have had just by basic farm. She went stupid items. She doesn't need more raw HP. She needs more armor. Armor reduction helps the spirits because they do physical damage. Like, this is basic shit, guys. Roshan gonna get contested. Nope. Oh, they don't pick it up. Furion actually picks up. They're gonna get 2 kills immediately. For some reason, Void is shit and doesn't chrono again. And 2 people die. The ultimate already comes out from our Crobulus. Crobulus doing a lot of damage. The big folk comes in. Eats the shit out of Furion. Actually, that's Aegis as well. Can they get out in time? Stankovic gets worked on the tree. A nice Crypt Swarm. They turn this around. Hex up. Sounds up. In the meanwhile, Karis is split pushing his fucking Manta. So silly. He's going for a basher. Whatever. Whatever, man. Honestly, this Abaddon won a chasing build, which is kind of good. Because, like I said before, if the Dire team survives through the raiding team's ultimate combo, they can just run them all down. So Abaddon actually win a sick build. I take it all back, Karis. Your build is kind of sick for this game. But you played like a pussy mid, and it made me sad. I seriously take it back. This is actually like really smart. It's kind of stupid, but he built the Vlads, and he built the Vlads for his team, and that's honestly been enough with the AC 4 to keep his team alive through the Crobulus ulti. If Kunkka was better, I think the entire team would have, or the Rain team would have won. He never comboed his boat in the chronosphere. Karis, find space, boys! Pop your BKB, run over here and buy TP and TP out. No! He can live through this. He could have lived through this. Oh, what a misplay. He could have at least forced out a chrono. Whatever, space creator, boys. He pops his BKB at the end, what a waste. If he BKB'd immediately when he got silenced and just walked down here, sold this and bought a TP scroll, he could have just TP'd out. I think Void wouldn't have been up in time, and that would have been some old Dota shit. Yeah, buddy, but either way, very good plays coming out from the Dire team. They're actually, you guys are getting a lot better. I'm proud of you guys. It really just comes down to early laning phase, where you guys are the weakest. This game, Treant does not understand how to play Treant, but he's hit some pretty clutch over Gross. His skill build is really terrible because he built an AC when you already have one, but you know, that happens, whatever. IO not keeping wards up is really bad when you have an IO Wisp, when you want to be getting pickoffs outside of your base. But the Raiden team has been throwing, so nice ultimate coming down. Pig doing as much damage as he can, but focusing the wrong target. Again, you want to be trying to kill this IO. He is the one making Tiny so tanky. You want to kill an IO first. Kill the IO. He's actually not tethering for some reason. Keep tether. Keep tether, what are you doing? Whoa, coming in, gonna land on the unknown! Can he get the kill in time? He does get the kill. Strobe coming in from the back. BKB being popped by Tony. I disagree with the BKB pickup. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's actually really bad. It's actually like really bad. Why does he have a BKB? Just stop X combo? Like, why doesn't he just go Satanic? They've shown time and time again they can't burst him. So just go more damage? Or go Satanic, so you, like, if you get low in like this long prolonged chaotic fight, you're Satanic and keep hitting people.
Under attack.
The BKB is not a good pickup. It's just like a default, like BKB, buy an item, whatever. It's really not necessary. It's beyond not necessary. It's actually bad, but whatever. I'm guilty of defaulting to BKB a lot of the times too. Or at least I in my history, I've done the same thing, so it's fine. The Big Phil's been playing well. That's like a mini fault. Sir Howington, though, really needs to keep up wars. That is incredibly crucial when you have a Tiny Wisp combo, and especially crucial when you are against this this Deathball lineup, this Crobulus Deathball lineup, because you cannot let them get to your base with all of their ultimates off cooldown. So you need wards in the jungle, you need like deep lane wards, you need something that lets you engage upon them before they get to your base and before they can get off all of their ultimates as they please. So Shiva's up on counter Metza, our Treant also going Shivas because I don't think the unknown is at all in Skype with them. He's definitely, do I know you? Are you the new player? This is about to be a fight, but whatever. Yeah, you're the unknown, the new one, who's playing pretty weakly. Like, really bad item build on him is funny. You should just go like Force Staff and Utility and Hex and shit like that. Just, I don't know. Early Medallion is really good. Actually gonna catch out Krobus. This is so bad. This is why you need wards, so you can do this reliably. And they kill off the Krobus, and that's huge. Again, this is why you want wards. This is a chance. They walked in the jungle and got lucky enough to run to a Krobus instead of knowing where they are and exploiting the enemy's missteps in positioning, which is what very, very high level Dota players do. They can predict better than pub players. They actually have foresight, and they'll exploit positional errors, even very, very small, like 100 unit positional errors they'll exploit. Whereas in this game, there really hasn't been any. There's been a couple. They the one when they TP'd top from mid with a Wisp Tiny was really nice. I'll give them that. That was really good. So, good. And yeah, the raiding team is on their back, on their heels. They need to go get this wave though. It's gonna push. They're actually fine. I think you push this in. I don't think you can do anything. Maybe they can backdoor.
Radiant structures are
No, they forced the glyph. This is really big. Back off. Back off. Back off.
Minerals.
Back off. No. Back off. This is so bad. Oh, you can lose this fight really hard. You don't have Toss in the Tree Man. Tree Man just, they're gonna beat down the rocks. Crobulus is back up. This is when Piggy needs to go in. Piggy should have gone in and ultied. And Croby should have TP'd him at the same time. And they need to kill off the IO. Up the dust are going in on the nation. Probably splitting the fight. Another chaotic fight. For some reason, our Conke is mid pushing the lane. That's fine, actually. Buying space. Furion should try to get in there as well. He has buyback. So get patched down by Abaddon. Buys back. Needs to go mid. Phil doing some serious damage. Blows up Piggy. Piggy dropped the crown already a while ago, actually. Didn't do much, though. They're gonna pick off 3 immediately. Buybacks? Waybacks? They managed to focus on the Wisp this time, which is very good. Karis going in on the tower. They're looking to end this now. Crobulus all this down. They came. This should be game. Buyback. Nope. Out of Bifold. Witch Doctor. Nope. Okay, nope.
Radiant's bottom tower
They force out buybacks. They force out a glyph. They can go back and reload. And
Radiant's bottom tower has been laid low.
Crobulus, as we can see, her damage does peak, which is, I guess, why you can think why she went Dagon, because she's like, oh, I need magical damage. No, fuck that. Don't get Dagon. Just make yourself better where you're, like, when your ulti is the best. I can't believe there's no armor items up on the Dire team, on the Radiant team. Like, how has no one thought about this? Like, we're not dying to nukes. We're dying to them right-clicking us. What stops us from dying to right-clicks? 4 staffs, armor. There are 0 4 staffs and 0 armor items up on anyone on the Radiant team, which is 100% why they're losing this game. They all went super fucking greedy items, and they're losing because of it, which is good. They should. The Radiant team should be losing this game because their item purchases were really bad. BOT's up, good. BOT's. He's got a fucking full Abyssal Blade. Holy shit, this Abaddon's like, alright guys. Trian ain't doing shit in the carry department. I'm fucking farming, I got this. And it's actually paying off really well. Like, again, these chaotic fights, they're not getting bursted down. They can't burst down the Abaddon. They can't focus him, so he's gonna get off right clicks. He's gonna do some damage. It actually is working out pretty well against this like double melee core.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What a fucking play. Oh, they was TP'd in, yeah. No glyph, guys. Oh, the X was timed right! They catch out the big Phil to kill him. This is actually going to be a very big kill. Karis is here on time, though. Going to drop the shield, drop everything onto the big Phil. He needs to just run away. No, the fucking Scotty is up, and they managed to pick him off, but he buys back immediately. Good buyback. Oh no, Karis, you can't get picked off either. You don't have buyback. This is actually really bad. Can you get some kills? X being used. Leap away from Piga. They managed to pick off 2. That's a really big 2. Those are actually the 2 biggest damage dealers on the Dire team. The Radiant team should win now. Do they have bots? BOTs? No. Void could buy BOTs. Does he have Chrono? 36 seconds. Tony bought back, actually, so that's good. But they're death falling down mid again. This could be a mistake. If the Radiant team kills Tiny again, they should win. They should be able... Furion's doing the right thing and pushing out this lane. He's his famous ult, just to keep this lane pushed into the base. If the Radiant team wins this fight, they win the game. If the Dire team wins this fight, clearly they win the game as well. Ultimate cooling down 43 seconds. This is a good time for the big Phil to go, and he understands that Kasangovich does not have her ult. Pops the BKB, which doesn't really do anything. Doesn't focus her down, though. Needs to focus on buildings. Yes, objective gaming. Big Phil doing work. Piga drops a nice ult. He catches out 3. The ultimate coming out from Patcher doing some good damage. They need to focus down. They need to focus on the IO. IO so tanky. Actually, they should turn on Big Phil now. He's not tethered. Big Phil doing some damage. The Crypt Swarm. Oh, the bashes! Oh, the bashes! Oh my god, the RNG! Oh! Strobe trying to backdoor. He didn't use his ulti. If he ultied, he would have killed the big Phil. What a bad player. And he would have won the game! Oh my god! Oh, Furion, what are you doing? If he was in that fight, if he wasn't a pussy, if he realized that his team was winning, holy shit. Void hit a clutch ult. And Furion, who does so much right-click damage, didn't come back. You have a 20-second cooldown on your fucking teleportation. You don't need to default to one area. Come back. Win the fight. They would have won the if he even just ulti. If he just fucking hit R and killed Tiny, they would have won the game right then. But the game continues. This is actually a really epic game. I like it a lot. The Hex being thrown down on Pig, almost killing him off. Yeah, Chrono cooling down in 2 seconds. Oh my god, this Furion player costing them the game. I love watching Furion players lose games. Because a shitty Furion is so aggravating. Just because Furion is so good right now, and is so good in pub games where you just like default hit R and lanes push out, and it's just generally hard to deal with, that bad Furion players think they're so good. Because they'll always have items. Furion always has items no matter how bad you are at farming. You'll always feel like you're pressuring something because you'll just push out lanes by default. And you can just be everywhere, so you feel like you're really good at positioning because you have teleportation. When most of the times, they're really weak in their teleportation ganks, they're infrequent, they don't push out lanes enough, and they farm poorly. Like, this Furion is playing like shit. And he cost his team the game. Ultimate coming out from Giga, does he have it? He drops the ultimate, lands onto 3. Corbilla's coming in from behind. They're focusing on the big field. This is beautiful. There's no Isle there to Sarah him up. The Unknown drops the ulti, trying to do as much damage as he can to the racks, but this is kind of a throw. They don't have buyback on the Tiny. Do they have buyback on the Tiny? Last hits. Fuck off. You're irrelevant. Buyback. Alright, continuing. Karis getting brought down, doing a lot of damage to the racks. Just doing what he can, focusing it down. The Spirit's still hitting him. He's being a man. And it's gonna drop. Tiny. 2 minutes. Got us all for 2 minutes, boys. Luckily, 2 lanes are pushed in. Furion gonna TP into the base. Try to be like, oh, I'm so pro, guys. We'll do it. And Kit's shackled. Fuck you, Furion. You're a shit player. Die in a fire. Yes. My inner anger at bad Furions coming out. What's up, guys? I'm a classic caster, right? Thumbs up, boys. Top barracks drops. Oh, no Corvus ulti for 55 seconds. That's actually enough time. I think the Radiant team can stall. With all the utility coming out from Wind Ranger and Overgrowth coming up, yeah, this is what Train should do. Just run at people. Just fuck it. Just go. Pop Shivas. Double Shivas. Good, buying space. Good. Double Shivas. Drop the ulti. Drop the ulti. Oh, they don't even need it. They can just beat her down. They managed. Oh, she commits suicide. Ultimate being thrown on my Piggy. Buying space himself. In the meanwhile, the Rax is getting brought down. It's gonna die. Corbilla's buying back. Yep. Buying back to defend the base. Wisp Tiny can just TP in and end the game at any point. I don't think the Radiant team has glyph. They don't. No glyph for 2 minutes. That's game. That's honestly, now it's game for the entire team. Torfin trying to be WoW Dota. Feeling pretty useless because he wasted so much money on a fucking Vanguard. Buy aggressive item. Buy shitty defensive item that was useful like 10 minutes before. Oh, he gets seen. Yeah, he needed to hide a little further down. They could just see him. An idiot. Well, I can see out into their base, but they totally can't see back in at me if they walk by. Dweeb. Yep. And this is the GG TP. Bomp, 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 bomp. Hit. Oh no, the Sprout was perfect. It cancels them from being able to hit. Oh no, they're gonna bring on the Wisp in time. They do. Big Phil. Can he get out in time? He does get out in time. Nice. BKB TP. Dream Protector BOT's in as well. That Sprout was lucky from Furion, stopping Tiny's right clicks. But again, they can do this every well, if I wasn't dead, they could do this every couple seconds. He needs a Ghost Scepter. They all just need Ghost Scepters. Like I said before, stacking armor is really good because it lets you survive through Void Ult. So you can also just get a Ghost Scepter on Io so that after that happens, you have another way of never dying. Because if he Ghost Scepters, eventually his regen will kick in and it'll gain a bunch of health back, and they won't. Like if they spend the time like chasing him, if the Radiant team spends that much time chasing the Io, they'll all die to Tiny. They can push out lanes. I don't know what they're so scared of. Oh, he figured it out! It took all of the tier 4 towers being dead, all the tier 3, or 2 of the tier 3s, 2 sets of Raxes, and 6 outer towers dead for the unknown to figure out he can living armor buildings. Ha But he got there, boys. God, this game would be so much different if he just did that on other buildings. Kara's gonna go man mode. Can he get the Abyssal Blade up onto Face's Void? Face's Void can leap away. No TP though. Going in for a Butterfly. Butterfly really good. This entire game is just all physical damage. It's just all physical. So the Ghost Scepters are incredibly good. And armor is incredibly good. Let's play the... Has the rating team figured it out yet? No armor items up on anyone yet because they're shitty players. Switch Doctor's like, oh man, my BKB didn't work. What can I get that'll help us win? I totally need a Shadow Blade. Then I'll be able to carry. Yeah! Idiot. 5 here is playing Ultra Solo Greed. 0 team play items. Hey look, you're losing. Go fuck yourself, guys. Roach gonna be taken by the Radiant team. Dark team, excuse me. She used to be on IO, actually, not Aegis. You could put the Aegis on... Good point. Who the fuck picks up Aegis? Windrunner? If she dies and doesn't get her shit off, like... I think you put Aegis on Windrunner and Cheese up on IO. Whatever, Karis has 3 lives. Death Prophet just trying to yellow down a lane. Not how to win, boys. You fucking dead. They have Glyph. They don't need to do this. Just none of them are carrying TP scrolls because they're bad players. Alright, guys. Instead of having a TP scroll and pushing out lanes, let's just stand here and somehow we'll win. No, you lost. GG. The game is over. If they're defaulting to this, if they don't understand how much they're losing the game by doing this, like, the game's over. I've said that like 5 times this game, boys. The only way the Dire team can lose now is if they fucking throw. Same thing as the Radiant team for the first, like, 40 minutes of the game. And oh god, do they throw. Alright, we lost every team fight, so let's just wait for a team fight. Big Phil's kind of trying to man up. Chronosphere being used, they're not focusing down the right target. Can they kill the Big Phil in time? Actually doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Can they kill him? No, Sir Howington. You gotta tether, not overcharge. I think if you're gonna do that, you keep Io away, so that if he gets ultied, Io can position well and tether and overcharge, and then he doesn't die. I think that's what you do there. Oh, sick place. He's gonna TP out and then tether Big Phil back in. Nice. So that he still has BOTs to get back out. And Nature's Prophet is fucking sad, boys. Pops a BKB to stop, not stuns. One hit kills off the Witch Doctor. Boy gonna come in. Torfin pops his BKB again for what? He uses combo and they're gonna kill off Big Phil again. The fucking throws. You don't need to do this, guys. Why don't they just kill the Rax? Like, why don't they just bait out ultis and then leave with 4 staffs and shit? They don't have to commit like this. Treant needed a 4 staff, Abaddon needed a 4 staff. Like, 4 staffs are so good, guys. Oh, he just man mows it down and wins. Holy shit. What a stupid game. What an awesome game, but it was really stupid. Oh, awesome game. I like it. More games like this, please. So I can press my voice ridiculously as I speak and hurt myself so I can't sing now. You're really good. Commends for you all. Well, no. They threw so fucking hard. But whatever. Awesome game. Really cool. Alright, time to be professional or some shit. Womp. All right, if you guys like my casting, my name is Back to This Womp, RmZD. Feel free to subscribe to me at youtube.com/user/Dota RmZD, and at Twitch, follow me at twitch.tv/RmZD. Back to professionalism. Oh, shit. Well, if you guys enjoy my casting, you can also find me just through Steam. I don't even care, man. My name is RmZD as a SWAT cat, because SWAT cats are awesome. You can friend list me or friend request me. I'll probably be like, who the fuck are you? Because I get a lot of, what the hell happened? I get a lot of random, what is this, like red and evil? I get a lot of random trade requests from people just being like, hi, smiley face, how are you, smiley face? Can you trade, smiley face? I'll give you good things, smiley face. And I'm like, die in a fire, no. But yeah, you can add me and just be like, hey, I saw your cast. Can you cast this shit? I'd be like, sure. If you have scrims you want me to cast, if I have time, yes, I would love to. If you have, like, join Dota League games, if that's even still happening, if you're in the Reddit League and you have games, honestly, anything. I like casting, I like speaking. It comes with the voice major thing. So, cool, great, grand. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and love.